What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Google stock, it's up 1%, and now Google touching my price target 140, almost got up to 140 today, 139.55, and new 52-week high on Google stock. And also look at this pullback, guys, exactly down here, 137 right here. Blue line, 5 SMA on this daily chart and holding, cutting slightly under 137.50, but holding at the end, and dip buyers again buying up the dip and pushing the price higher to a new 52-week high. So watch out early, as tomorrow you could see a move up to 140 and possibly up to even 143. That's going to be the next target above 140. Now on a pullback, you want to watch right here around 138 to 137 as a support. Blue line, 5 SMA, and just below that we also have support 136.47, 135, a big support. And also look at this nice uptrend Google stock holding. So anytime you see a pullback down here around 134 to 135, that is going to be a buying opportunity on Google stock, as long as Google can hold this uptrend on this daily chart. So before we start with Amazon, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you guys out there for watching, liking, and sharing my videos for the last 2 years and staying with me here on this channel. Now, almost nearing 8,000 subscribers, and that moment can come anytime this week. So that is why I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you guys, watching and sharing and also liking my videos for 2 years. Now, on Amazon stock, absolutely flat on the day. And why? I mean, Amazon almost touching this resistance right here, and my price target 146 today, 145.86. And I do have a small short position on Amazon. Now, it was green in the morning. Now it's a little bit underwater right here on Amazon. So, it's not a big deal because why? Because Amazon stock getting a bit overbought. Look at this. Upper Bollinger Band sitting at 144.69, and the stock today, I was hoping to get a dip around 142. That didn't happen today. Amazon came down to 142.95 and then rallied up to a new 52-week high, almost 146. So watch out tomorrow. Amazon could be getting ready for a pullback down to 142.43. And soon as that gives up, you're going to see more downside, possibly down to 138 on Amazon. Now, to the upside, Amazon did not retest, especially coming down and retesting this breakout, and that would be around 138. So that is why I'm holding those puts on Amazon, and I think Amazon breaks above 146. That is where I'm going to add some more puts on Amazon, just waiting to see, because it's not going too far. I think I got in around 144 and some change. So now it's trading at 145. It's not down that much. And that is why I'm just holding. So Amazon, you want to watch this support up here, 142.43, and the resistance on top, 146. If that breaks, you're going to see a little bit more upside, possibly up to 150. Below 142.43, you're going to see a flush and a retest down here around 138 on Amazon. And then we also have support down here, 136.93, white line 20 SMA, 134.66, red line 50 SMA, and also bottom of this channel right here on Amazon. On Meta, it's up 2.18%, and Meta rallying today with some high volume buying and going over 308 and now trading above upper Bollinger Band sitting at 311. So yes, I said it before so many times that watch this breakout at 300, and Meta can hold above 300. And that happened last week. Meta was holding above 300, and now you can see that big breakout and Meta on its way to 316. Now on the way to 316, this thing can go straight to 316 and then possibly get a pullback. Or tomorrow we could see a pullback down to I would say 307 to 308. That would be a dip buying opportunity on Meta. And just below that we have rising blue line 5 SMA sitting close to 305, and that's gonna be a strong support on Meta to buy that dip also. Now just below that we have this support down here 300, and there is gonna be a strong support even if we get a bigger pullback on Meta down to 300. And I think now at least Meta can move higher up to 316, and if that breaks, this Bollinger Band expands all the way up to 316 and possibly higher, you're going to see Meta going even higher, all the way up to 320, 620. So just watch, Meta can hit 316 and then we get that pullback, or tomorrow we get that pullback around 308, 307. Meta holds that and then possibly runs higher to 316. On AMD stock, it's down 1%, and that is why I said it before, guys. I just don't like this stock anymore because look at this move. I mean, it was about to get that breakout, and now it's pulling back again from this resistant trend line right here on top. Also, we do have resistance at 108 right here, and so far, AMD not actually, getting that breakout and holding above 108. Again, today it went up to 109, but at the end sold off and came down to 106. And now look at this right here. We do have support right here, 106 exactly. White line 20 SMA, and it's holding into closing. So this is going to be a key level to watch. 106. We also have supported 105, and then you could see a flush all the way back down to 100. Now AMD breaks above, I would say 108 to 109, this trend line right here. And if that happens, you're going to see an explosion all the way up to 118, but it's not going to happen in one day because this Bollinger Band has to expand to the upside. And so far, it's not doing that. It's sitting at 111. So limited upside in the short term. But if AMD is actually getting that breakout above 108, 109, and can hold above that level, maybe some consolidation, and then you're going to see AMD closing this gap at 115.49 and possibly retesting this resistance at 118. So wait for the breakout. And also, if this thing is actually pulling back down to 100, I said it before and I called it right here that is actually a better dip buying opportunity on AMD close to 100. And now, if this thing actually gets that breakout above 108, 109, there is going to be an entry also to ride it all the way up to 115.49 and possibly even higher. I would say, there is still more upside on a breakout. If this thing actually gets that breakout above 108, 109, you can still make money, riding it all the way up to 115.49. But knowing AMD, and that is why I don't like it, because now you see a breakout. 5 minutes later, this thing is down. And that is why you have to confirm that breakout. Let it hold for at least 2 days right here above 108, 109, and then you will know that AMD can possibly move higher up to 115.49 to close this gap on top. And also this Bollinger Band has to expand all the way up to 115.49 and even higher. On a pullback, 106, 105, big support, and then flat 100 on AMD. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.21%, and look at this move on Nvidia coming down to 451.31, but at the end, just before closing, getting that close just over 455, holding right here. These two moving averages right here, guys. Blue line and also red line 50 SMA holding into closing. So 453 to 455, a key level of support on Nvidia tomorrow. And just below that, it could be retesting down here around 440 to 441, this channel right here on Nvidia. And below that, this gap 435.78. And again, and I know it's gonna be all over the place now. Nvidia CEO is selling, and there is just 1% selling Nvidia shares. Imagine what's going to happen, when everyone starts unloading, Nvidia shares and selling out, because this thing is high. So people are going to take profit, and I do not blame the CEO. If I was on his shoes, I would sell it right here. Definitely sell it. I mean, if I'm not selling here, where I'm going to sell it, guys? I mean, this is crazy. He's going to take profit, and that is why, what's happening. He's selling and retail buying. He's selling, retail buying those dips and pushing it higher. So at some point, money is gonna run out. Everyone will start selling Nvidia, and this thing will come down, but it's going to take some time. Like I said before, this thing had this big move to the upside, and now if you want to see a move to the downside, it's not that easy that Nvidia will just break and drop a couple hundred in a day. It's going to take some time, some catalyst, and so far, those negative catalysts are coming on Nvidia. So not only retail investors, even big investors are watching that. They don't want to buy here. I'm sure nobody wants to buy Nvidia here and hold long term. They would like to see a dip at least down to 300, and I think Nvidia will find a lot more buyers down here than up here at 450, 500. So on Nvidia stock, this is going to be key level to watch, 453 to 455, and above we have resistance at 465, and then 470 all the way up to 482. Nvidia breaks below 455 to 453, you're going to see a flush down to 441 to 440, and then the gap below 435.78. On Tesla stock is up 1.75%. Now Tesla was up yesterday 1.5%. Now up again close to 2% and almost closing at the high of the day, which is 276. And look at this, guys. Monthly MACD on Tesla about to get that bullish cross to the upside. And soon as that happens, what's going to happen? I mean, look at Meta. Look at Microsoft, Apple. We saw a massive, massive rally to the upside. But of course, there is a longer time frame, so it's not going to just happen overnight. That monthly MACD needs to get that bullish cross to the upside, and also Tesla needs to get above 300. And then I think by end of this year, you could see Tesla trading at 400. Now Tesla here, guys, a lot of people when they see selling, like right here, and I'm not lying. A lot of people were actually buying puts right here on Tesla, and you don't do that. I said it in my videos so many times right here. I think 3, 4 days. I was saying it from 227, and that is where I actually bought shares again. Also some calls, and all the way down to here, 217, and actually below that. The Tesla is a buy. You do not short the stock right here. And look at what happened. I mean, how much money you could have made if you caught this dip right here. And this is the healthy pullback, the healthiest stock in the market right now. Because if you look at Meta, Microsoft, yes, we got a pullback, but nothing like this. Almost gave away, $980, $90 to the downside, and now it's going back up. Again, bulls are buying the dip. So Tesla, look at this upper Bollinger Band also expanding, almost getting up to 283. So the next stop on Tesla, 290. Is it going to get there tomorrow? Possibly not. Next week, yes, there is a possibility Tesla can run up to 290 next week. Now, on a pullback, you want to watch this support down here, guys. 267 to 266, and there is going to be a dip buy as long as Tesla can hold right here on a pullback. Also, 278 to 277 will be a big level to watch for a breakout. And soon as that happens, the next stop on Tesla, 290 right here. Now below 266, we also have support down here, 262, and then the gap below 256.52. On Netflix is down 2.85%, and we got some news from CFO from Netflix yesterday, and this thing took a massive beating. I think it was down over 5%, and now today that big sell-off here on Netflix continued all the way down to 400, and that is where Netflix got a closing today. just before the bell. So going into tomorrow, guys, it's getting a bit frothy, actually a bit overextended to the downside. So I would not be surprised to see a little bit of bounce here on Netflix, possibly up to 406, maybe even 419. And then, this thing will come down and possibly fill this gap at 383.76 on a later date. So Netflix tomorrow, key level to watch right here, right where we closed, 400, and just below that we have lower Bollinger Band sitting at 393. This is going to be also a key level to watch. To the upside, even today, Netflix needs to break 406, and soon as that happens, you're going to see a quick trip up to 419 on Netflix. So I think, if you see a bounce above 406, definitely it's going to move higher. I mean, it's down like what, 8, 9% in 2 days. So I would not be surprised to see, a bit of a rally on Netflix to the upside, maybe 2, 3%. That's possible in the short term. But watch this key level 400, because if that gives up tomorrow, so far it's selling off again, you're going to see, a little bit more downside down to 393. On Microsoft, it's up 0.79%. And again, Microsoft killing some bears and shaking out some weak hands right here on this dip. A lot of people thought that Microsoft breaking this support right here, and it's going to come down, possibly down to 316, 315, which is not the case. Again, holding this support. We got that pullback. Yesterday, we saw a big rally, and even today, guys, going and blasting through that resistance right here, 339, and getting up to almost 341, and then coming down and closing slightly under 339, and now it's back up again over 339. So Microsoft, I think as long as we can hold and get that breakout above 339, Bollinger Band also on top expanding, you're going to see the next leg higher, and that is this gap on top, 345. On a pullback, you want to watch 336, 332.49 as a support, 330, and then 328, rising white line 20 SMA. On Apple stock, it's up 0.88%. Now, Apple, I traded, actually day traded Apple stock, getting those dips just under 174, getting 175 calls right at opening, guys, for 80 cents. And they ran up to almost $1.55 today for a nice, juicy profit on Thursday. Sold out. And now Apple stock actually up on the day, and those calls are still green if I was holding. But there is a day trade. I also have a swing trade that I opened yesterday on Apple stock, and I'm holding that one for at least 180 plus. So going into tomorrow, guys, Apple, and why I took those calls today. Look at this, 173, 174, even right here. It was holding so many times. So that is a big level to watch on a day trade. If there is a pullback, there is a dip buy right here, as long as Apple can hold 173. To the upside, Apple needs to break 177, and soon as that happens, you're going to see 180 plus on Apple stock. So this is going to be key level to watch, 177 and 173, and below that, 170 down here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated going into tomorrow.